Telegram's CEO Pavel Durov has announced that the native currency of the Ton blockchain will be rebranded from Ton to Gram. This move brings back the original name from Telegram's 2018 white paper, where the token was first called Gram. Durov stated that the rebrand is meant to pave the way for what comes next, and the transition is expected to last up to 3 weeks. Importantly, the name of the underlying blockchain itself will remain unchanged as the Open Network. The rebrand is not a rebrand of the network, but of the token itself. The name Gram has a long and complicated history. In 2018, Telegram launched the Ton blockchain under the name Telegram Open Network, and in 2019, it released testnet 2 with 5 billion Gram tokens. However, the project was halted in 2020 after the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, took legal action over the sale of Gram tokens. In June 2020, Telegram and the Ton issuer agreed to return over $1.2 billion to investors and pay an $18.5 million civil penalty to settle charges tied to an unregistered digital token offering. After that, the native currency was renamed Tonkin and continued to be used on the blockchain. Now, nearly a decade after the initial announcement, Durov is reviving the original name. The rebrand is part of a broader initiative he calls MTONGA, short for Make Ton Great Again, which is: most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. A 7-step roadmap aimed at technical improvements and product integration. The first step in this plan was the Catching 2 consensus upgrade, which reduced block times from 2.5 seconds to about 400 milliseconds. This was followed by a 6-fold reduction in transaction fees. On May 4, 2026, Durov announced that Telegram itself would replace the Ton Foundation as the primary driver of the network and become its largest stakeholder. This rebrand is significant because it reflects a shift in strategy and branding for the Ton blockchain. The name Gram carries emotional and historical weight for investors and developers who followed the project since its inception. By returning to the original name, Durov is signaling a new phase in the blockchain's evolution, one that may be more aligned with long-term goals and community expectations. The rebrand also suggests that the project is stabilizing after years of legal and regulatory challenges. The transition period of 3 weeks will likely involve updates to wallets, exchanges, and other platforms that support the Ton blockchain. Users will need to monitor how the rebrand is implemented across different services and whether any additional steps are required to ensure their holdings are correctly reflected under the new name. While the token's name is changing, the underlying blockchain remains the same, so the technical aspects of the network should remain unaffected. The MTONGA roadmap is a key part of the broader rebranding effort. The 7-step plan includes technical upgrades, product integrations, and strategic shifts that aim to position Ton as a competitive blockchain in the rapidly evolving crypto landscape. Durov's leadership has been central to the project's direction, and his recent announcements suggest a renewed focus on innovation and user adoption. One of the immediate signals to watch is how the market reacts to the rebrand. While the token's name is changing, its performance will depend on broader market conditions, adoption, and the success of the MTONGA roadmap. Investors and developers will be watching closely to see if the rebrand leads to increased interest in the Ton blockchain or if it is merely a symbolic change with little impact on. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The token's value. The rebrand also raises questions about how exchanges and wallets will handle the transition. Will they update their listings to reflect the new name? Will users need to take any action to ensure their holdings are correctly represented? These are practical concerns that will need to be addressed as the transition period unfolds. Ultimately, the rebrand from Ton to Gram is a significant development for the Ton blockchain. It reflects a shift in branding and strategy, and it may signal a new chapter for the project. As the transition begins, the focus will be on how the rebrand is implemented and what it means for the future of the Ton blockchain and its native currency.